Today we're going to show you the power of our fuzzy search. First we will show you our regular search, and then we will show you the fuzzy search. Now you will notice we are in the inventory screen. This is a database that was supplied to us by one of our customers that have been using our software for about 8 years. If you come over to the UDF tab, which stands for User Defined Fields, you can see that they have 14,685 records in their inventory data. Now we'll go over here and do a standard search. We hit the search button and we do a thing called incremental search. In other words, if you type in the letter A, it will search a description and go down to the first A within the description field. Now if we type the letter B, it will jump down to the first AB. Well, since we do not have an AB, it will stop on AC, which is the closest match. Now you can either double click on this line or hit the return results. We'll double click on it and it brings this line up instantly. And one of the things we want to show you while we're in the search functions is if you hit search, and during our standard search you can click on just what field you want to search. In this case it would be description, which is our default. SKU, and you'll notice it puts everything in SKU order and it sort of darkens the title. Barcode, it puts everything in barcode order. Notice all the 7s are in a row, and then 6s. Categories, and let's go to descriptions, are all fields. So since we're in the description order, we'll type in AC, and since we found the AC in the description when we return the results, our scrolling is in description order. Now if we'd search by SKU, it would scroll in SKU order. Same token, if we just search by barcode, it would scroll in the barcode order. Now the fuzzy search searches many fields at once. It searches the SKU field, description field, department, category, location, manufacturer, model. It searches the notes and invoice notes fields, and it also searches the vendor field. Now one thing the fuzzy search will not do is search for numbers. So if you have a number like 016556, it will not find that, but it will find just about everything else. Regardless of how many records you have, the search in the fuzzy is almost instantaneous, as we will now show you. Now as we said, by going over to the UDF tab, you can check the number of records within the inventory file. This is the same on your customers, vendors, and most of the other forms that we have. You can see how many records you have. Now 14,685 may be a lot of records to some people, but we have people that are actually using our software with over 1 million inventory records. Now to show you how the fuzzy search works, we will go to the search screen, and the first thing we're going to do is type in the word red. Put an asterisk behind it since it's just a single word, and hit start search. Every inventory record that has the word red in it somewhere will come up when we do the fuzzy search, and you'll see it says fuzzy active, 642 records were found. And again, we could just double click on one of these and it will bring it right up. Now suppose we want to find every record that has the word red in it and the word green. Do a search. We have 6 records that have the word red and green in it. We can again double click on it, brings it right up. Now while we're in here, let's scroll down and just pick a random record. We'll go over to the notes. Well, let's go to another one. Edit, type in the word red, and again it doesn't have to be upper or lower case, and the word green, and we'll also type the word orange in here. Save. Do a search. We'll say red and green. Do a fuzzy search. Now we have 7 records. Remember before we only had 6. Now let's say we do red and green and not orange. It filters out the one because we said do red and green but not the word orange in it. There's a whole list in our manual of different words that you can use, like and, or, not, that make the fuzzy search very powerful. Again, just to show you a few features of the fuzzy search. Now we are in the inventory screen. We're going to close this. To get to the inventory screen from our main menu, you go inventory, inventory screen. Now our search window pops open first before the inventory screen does. A lot of times people say, why do you have the inventory search screen pop open when you come into inventory? Well, the main reason is you're never on the right record you want when you first come into inventory. So we pop open the search screen. This is a time saver. And we'll look for one of our red records. Go ahead and pick one. Now we'll come over here to vendor. And we see they have a vendor called SunPet. Now if you wanted to see how many records you had listed within the SunPet vendor, you can do a search. Type in SunPet. Asterisk. Remember, the asterisk is the key to turn on the fuzzy search if you're using only one word. We'll say start search, and all these records here, which is 1,503, they get from the vendor SunPet. There we go. And that is the end of the demonstration on the fuzzy search.